What's up, America? It's your girl bringing you some news you can use and a few nuggets along the way. We are live at the #1 internet radio station, intellectualradio.com, which is an iHeart radio station. You can catch us on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Periscope. I'm on Periscope as well. And I am so excited to be here today to bring you all some nuggets to help with your business. I'm during the pandemic. My goal here today is to inspire, inform, educate, entertain. In this intellectual dialogue hour, we're going to be sharing information, giving introspection, and providing some inspiration, which we desperately need today. Before we get started, what we're going to be talking about is how to promote your business, your product, or your service on a shoestring budget, how to jumpstart your mindset, how to get back in the swing of things. You know, with the pandemic, it's so much going on. There's so much negativity. You know, we had the election, just so many different things. And so I wanted to come here and encourage and uplift you guys today. Today's intro show is sponsored by no other than Krispy Kreme. Their goal is to make the most awesome donuts on the planet every single day. And I think they've done that. They're kind of addictive. I'm sure you can find a Krispy Kreme near you. They have several locations. One at 110 South Manheim, which is in Hillside, Illinois. We have another one. We have another one at, hold on, I lost my train of thought. So they have 3 locations. Hopefully that there's one near you. 110 South Manheim Road in Hillside, 17815 South Halsted Street in Homewood, 9150 Southwestern Avenue in Evergreen Park, and 108 North State Street, and that's in Block 37, right? So I want to thank them for being our intro sponsor. If you would like to be an intro sponsor or be a sponsor of Making Waves with Miss Darcy, we broadcast live every Tuesday and Thursday on intellectualradio.com, which is an iHeart radio station. You can inbox me. You can send me an email to MakingWavesWithDarcy@gmail, and the word making is MAKIN. So I want to talk business today because most people won't have the courage to just take a chance and step out of their comfort zone and walk into their dopeness. Just do something different. They're worried about if it's going to happen, what if all these things go wrong, etc., etc. Well, today I'm going to challenge you and myself to step out of your comfort zone, do something different, do something that will boost your business, take your business to another level, right? And we're going to talk about ways you can do that. If today is your birthday, because it's your birthday, this very special day, be sure to celebrate it in every special way. Because it's your birthday, be sure to wish upon a star and think of us and all of you and how wonderful you are. Happy birthday from Making Waves with Miss Darcy and crew. So we're going to step away for a moment. We're going to come back and we're going to talk about business mindset. So before we go, I want to share something with you that it was really interesting. And that is, did you know that we have songs that's called the happiest songs? And according to science, these songs, when people hear them, it make people happy. And the key to is a very fast in tempo, right? So it gives positiveness. So you could be in your car, you could be at home, you could be cleaning, and you hear that song, and all of a sudden you just start moving, right? You just start moving. So here are the songs. I'm going to start at number 10 and go to number 1. Walking on Sunshine, which is by Katrina and the Waves. I Will Survive, which I love, by Gloria Gaynor. Living on a Prayer by Bon Jovi. I like that too. And then number 7 is Girls Just Want to Have Fun by Cyndi Lauper. Number 6, I Am a Believer by the Monkees. Number 5, which I love, The Eye of the Tiger by Survival. And number 4, Uptown Girl by Billy Joel. Number 3, Good Vibrations by the Beach Boys. And number 2, Dancing Queen by ABBA. And the number 1 is Don't Stop Me Now by Queen. So that's interesting that they have songs, according to science, that will boost your momentum, boost your drive, and give you additional energy throughout the day. So we are going to step away for a moment. We'll be back. So please do me a favor and please share the broadcast. I hope you have pen and paper or your thinking caps on, because we're going to step up and step out of our comfort zone and do the darn thing without being afraid. You're tuned in to Making Waves with Miss Darcy on intellectualradio.com, which is an iHeart radio station. Back in a moment.
Thursday, 12 p.m. to 1. We love you, Miss Darcy. Hey, this is Lucky Williams, and I enjoy listening to intellectualradio.com and Making Waves with Miss Darcy. Expresses timeless safety and security are available on the next evolution of membership and security.
Welcome back. If you're just tuning in, please share the broadcast. My name is Darcy D. I'm the host of Making Waves with Miss Darcy, broadcasted live every Tuesday and Thursday on intellectualradio.com, which is an iHeart radio station where we're guaranteed to feed your brain. So today we're going to talk about, we talked about last week about how to increase your loyalty base. We also talked about having the right schedule and organize it every day. So today we're going to talk about how to advertise your business on a shoestring budget. And we're going to also talk about how to change that mindset to be unstuck, but to get the job done. So I do want to share this quote with you. It says, "The odds may be stacked against you, yet I believe that when you tap into your unique gifts and abilities, when you combine them with a sense of purpose, passion, and perseverance, you will not only defy those odds, but you would help create a better life for yourself and the rest of us." I love that quote. So try to say that quote or memorize that quote on a daily basis. It will help you. Now, you know I have the gift cards, compliments of Walmart, and you have to be able to say the phrase that pays. So the phrase that pays for today is some people aren't hard of hearing, but hard of listening. Make the most of the best and the least of the worst. Again, some people aren't hard of listening. Excuse me. Let me start all over. I messed that up. The phrase that pays. Some people aren't hard of hearing, but hard of listening. Make the most of the best and the least of the worst. Read it again. Some people aren't hard of hearing, but hard of listening. Make the most of the best and the least of the worst. So if you can recite that phrase, you can give me a call at 708 667 6611. Again, that's 708 667 6611. And you will win a Walmart gift card. Compliments of Walmart. So we're going to get started. I again, thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate the love and the support. Please share the broadcast. Remember, be fearless in the pursuit of what sets your soul on fire. So we're going to talk about the mindset and resetting the mindset. When you think about that, you're like, reset my mindset? Like, how does that happen? How do we make that happen? How do we do that? Well, when you hear the term mindset reset, you think about your mind, right? And it's most of the time we don't even realize what we're thinking sometimes. Our mind is constantly being filled with ideas, beliefs, thoughts, and tons of information, which could be very noisy up there, very noisy place. But in order for me and you to identify the current mindset, we must note the repeating thoughts that keep popping into our mind throughout the day. These are the thoughts that say to us without thinking in certain situations. And I'm going to give you an example. Imagine that you wanted to run a marathon and you kept thinking about running this marathon. You would see a flyer, you would see it on TV, or someone would send it to you in an email, or you hear people talking about running a marathon, right? Now, when that thought enters your mind, you're thinking about the training that's involved into getting in shape to run a marathon, because you just can't get up and run a marathon. You have to get your body as well as your mindset in shape and trained to run the marathon, right? So there will be automatic thoughts and feelings that will come to your mind around the ideas of you actually preparing or doing it, right? So what is your mind saying to prepare you or to drive you to want to run a marathon? Is it negative thoughts? Like, what makes me think I can be healthy enough to run a marathon? I doubt I'll be able to find time to train. I'm probably too old. Or is it positive thoughts? That will be great for me, for my mindset. It'll be a recharge, a restart. It'll be great. I'm excited to make this happen, to add this to my bucket list. There are so many possibilities for me to create a healthy lifestyle by preparing and training my mindset to run a marathon, right? So do you tell yourself things to build yourself up, or do you tell your mind things to tear yourself down? And I know that's easier said than done. Do the thoughts that you think about constantly, do they move you forward, or do they keep you stuck in the same place? We're in the middle of the fourth quarter, right? We only have about maybe 6 weeks left, 7 weeks left before the end of 2020. So when we have repeated thoughts, and they are negative repeated thoughts, they are critical, they're fearful, and they're unkind to our mindset. But when we have positive, uplifting things that make us smile, things that make us laugh in our thoughts, just like the garden can grow weeds if we don't take care of it. But if we nurture the soil, water it, then it blossoms. Same thing with our business, our relationship. If we're going to school, if we're on a journey to work out, if we're on a journey to start a blog or start a business. All of those things play a part in our mindset. So how do we, me and you, reset our mindsets, right? Well, first we have to realize that we are in control. Me and you are in control. We have the power to make the decisions in our own life. We have to give ourselves permission to own our truth and admit that some things we know and some things we don't know. If you want to be a photographer, you have to first have a camera, take a couple of classes, take a couple of YouTube webinars, right? If you want to exercise every day, you have to pull up some videos, find something on the TV or cable or a CD to follow to exercise or create your own routine. Whatever it is that we want to do, and we give ourselves permission to do it, we have to focus on making one small choice that will lead us in that direction that we want to go. So it's like putting your foot forward. We have to crawl before we can walk. We have to take responsibility for our own happiness. Nobody, like people say, oh, I need a man to complete me, or I need a woman to complete me. We have to take responsibility for our own happiness. No one can make you happy but you. And once you figure out what it takes or what you like to make you happy, then you can in turn share that with other individuals. Stop waiting for someday, because someday will never come. Stop waiting for the right time or the right moment. That will never happen. Just do it. Make small choices, make them daily. Do what's comfortable for you. You want to choose to be happy, but you want to do something that makes you happy, that sets your soul on fire, that makes you want to just jump up and get out of the bed every single day. That includes me and you, we have to decide to commit to one thing that will make us happy or bring us joy. It could be something small, to listening to one of those songs that make you happy that I told you about at the beginning of the show. It could be your favorite music. It could be while you're commuting to work. It could be playing with your dog or your animal. It could be reading. It could be dancing. It could be exercising. Whatever that one thing is, let that be what you start to do to make the change in your everyday life, right? So now is your turn. I need for you all to put on your thinking cap, take some time to evaluate your thoughts and your attitudes for just 30 seconds. Just close your eyes and think about 2 things that you want to accomplish or finish by December 31st, 2020, right? Think about 2 things that you want to accomplish by December 31st. So I'm going to close my eyes. I'm thinking about 2 things that I want to accomplish by December 31st. 2 things. Okay. So now I've thought about them, and now it's time for me to put it into action, right? Faith without works is dead. So now that I know what those 2 things is, it's time for me to figure out, challenge myself, ask myself, am I open to a mindset reset? And then commit to taking the steps this week and every day on until the end of the year to do it. So I want to share this with you, and I'm going to put this hopefully this afternoon. So this is a chart that I made, and it says how to achieve on the left side. On the top, it says your goal. In the middle, it says define it, want it, believe it, write it down, split it up, review it, schedule it, and then do it. I'm going to repeat it again. How to achieve your goal. So how to achieve is here. At the top is your goal. You want to define it. You have to want it. You have to believe it. You have to write it down. You have to split it up. You have to review it. You have to schedule it. And then you have to do it. So let's make it a point that today is our starting point to make and achieve our goal. So whatever those 2 things are, let's make it today as our starting point to do those 2 things to help our business thrive and survive in the pandemic in 2020. And I believe that we can all do this. I'm going to take a pause for a cause. I'm going to come back and talk about how you can promote your product, your service, or your brand on a shoestring budget. You're tuned in to intellectualradio.com, Making Waves with Miss Darcy. I'm your host, and we'll be back in a moment. Please do me a favor and please share the broadcast. Back in a moment. Don't go anywhere.
These 100% beef burgers are stacked with bacon, sweet bourbon sauce, and apparently my mom's favorite, spicy sriracha sauce. Eat it, don't tweet it. Dennis Big Burger Bash with burgers starting at $6.99. Dennis, welcome to America's Diner. It's a new year and the first anniversary of our revolutionary acne treatment. To celebrate, we have an amazing new offer for you. Order Proactive Plus for a special limited time. It'll be just $19.95. Imagine yourself with skin so clear and beautiful, you feel confident to go after all the things you want. Make it happen today with Proactive Plus.
That's a huge difference. Look at that. Proactive Plus makes me feel amazingly beautiful.
Proactive Plus is dermatologist developed to help seek out and fix problem areas on your skin. And it's proven to work 4 times faster than the leading prescription.
This product is good. I started seeing results with Proactive Plus within the first week.
Now's the best time ever to order because we're offering extra savings to first-time customers. Call 1-800-773-5681 to get our 3-step system plus free gifts and free shipping. All just $19.95. I use Proactive Plus every day. Like, I literally use this stuff.
Welcome back. If you're just tuning in, I'm trying to learn how to adjust all of this new equipment that my boo bought me. So please bear with me. So the next thing we're going to talk about is how to promote and advertise your product, service, or brand on a shoestring budget. We know we're living in a pandemic, and so everybody may not have all the funds they used to have. We're not doing a lot of networking and going out to large events. And it looks like, and it appears, which I pray and hope is not true, that we may be going back into quarantine like we did back in March. I want to say congratulations to our projected new president, Joe Biden, and vice president who set a record, which is Kamala Harris. She's the first African-American female, right, to hold that title. And so congratulations to both of them. They have a long road ahead of them, and it's not going to be easy, but I pray that they have strength, guidance, and prayer, the power of prayer, to take them through these next 4 years. It's alleged that your former president, Trump, doesn't want to concede, doesn't want to hand over the reign like he should. So we have to wait and see. You know, he's contesting it, but, you know, prayer, we have a higher power, and they will take care of that. He will take care of that, and that's Almighty God. So how to advertise your business on a shoestring budget? You know, we're in the pandemic, almost like a recession. Clients, customers, consumers, we have less money to spend. And so that means when you're ready to buy, you might want a brand that may be at the top of the list. But with social media, it's one of the most effective and affordable ways to engage your customers and keep your brand on the top. But it's not the only way. So here are a few marketing strategies that can help you market your business on a shoestring budget. The first one is to craft an elevator pitch. So usually elevator pitches, I participated in some I've won and some I didn't win. You can do a 30-second one, you can do a 60-second one. So you have to tell who you are, what your product is, how your product serves the need for a problem, how your product repairs a problem, who is your target audience, how to get in contact with you. And you have to sum all of that up in like 30 to 60 seconds. And so you have eyes watching you. And why don't you try to do that this week? I'm giving you all these challenges, right? But I tried this over the weekend. Stand in front of the mirror, get your phone out. You know, we have these expensive devices. Get your phone out, hold it in front of you, and practice your elevator pitch. If you cannot tell somebody about your product, service, and brand and what it does and why they need it, then how are you going to get customers and clients? How are you going to get repeat customers and clients? We talked about that last week. So practice with your phone, with your tablet, if you have a microphone, whatever you have, practice your elevator pitch, right? Perfect your elevator pitch. Your elevator pitch was the best story, and nobody can tell your story like you. Make your elevator pitch the best story about your product, service, or brand. And I know you can do it. So I'm challenging you to do that. Maybe we'll have an elevator pitch and give out a couple of $100. I like that. So remember, I gave you the phrase that pays. You can always call 708-667-6611, 708-667-6611 for today only. If nobody wins, we'll carry it over until Thursday. So that's the first thing. The elevator pitch is very, very important. When you're able to master your elevator pitch and be an expert on your pitch, it will show confidence in your product. It will give attention to your product. It will grab people that you wouldn't normally get because you're powerfully speaking about your product. You're crafting an elevator pitch and you're killing it. And the return on the investment will be huge dividends. So work on your elevator pitch. Number two, you want to leverage your community. Now, I did this week before last. I did it once last week, but week before last, I did it twice. I picked 2 days. You don't have to think about it. Where I thought locally, right? I want to make sure everybody in my community, Maywood, Bellwood, Broadview, Hillside, Berkeley, Westchester, Stone Park, Melrose Park, know who Darci'D is. Darci'D is a coach. Darci'D is a radio personality for iHeartRadio. Darci'D is a grant writer, right? So I want them to know that. So I created a goodie bag, and I think I have one in this. Yeah, hold on, let me get it. Okay, so I got it. So you want to get to know your customers in your community. You know, they could be your sponsors. They can help you get your message out. You know, they're very helpful. So this is what I made, and I made 100. So twice a week, I would give out 20 of these, right? So there's lip balm, hand sanitizer, and you know, you're constantly washing your hands because of the pandemic. So here's some Renew lotion. It tells about the Renew lotion. My D Flat Tummy Water card is in there. I have a promo coming up for D Flat Tummy Water starting Monday, so stay tuned for that. And then on the back, my postcard for Making Waves with Miss Darcy. And so I have 100 of these. So I gave out some, and that was how I was able to get another client. I got a couple of clients for coaching. I got a client for grant writing, and then I got a new sponsor. I'm working on 2 more new sponsors before December 31st. So this is what I made. and I gave these out, and I thought they were so cute. So it wasn't nothing expensive, but they will remember D flat Tommy Water, and they will remember Making Waves with Miss Darcy. So it doesn't have to be nothing extravagant. You can figure out what you want to give out, make it simple and sweet, right? Do it on purpose for a purpose. On purpose for a purpose. Do it on purpose for a purpose, right? Okay, so we got that out of the way. A goodie bag, like your community know who you are. That's very important. The third one, which I adore, is collaboration. Collaboration is key. When you partner with other individuals who are like-minded, who are entrepreneurs, who are solopreneurs, who are serialpreneurs, who are marketingpreneurs, right? Who you all share the same interest. You can get together and collaborate. You can cross-promote, like there are shows at Intellectual Radio when they're on air. Rhythm Flow Radio, Boss Lady Katie Lowe, I've probably known her for 30 plus years. I promote her show. She comes on today at 4:45. Wanda B, He Said, She Said. She comes on every Sunday and she talks about relationships. She talks about relationships, right? He Said, She Said on relationships on Sundays, every Sundays at 2. And I got to give my shout out to my main man, Roman Morrow. He is the host of The Drive at 5. And he is political. He is an expert. His research, you can look it up. When he speaks, he has done his homework. And he has an amazing show. He's been at Intellectual Radio for years. And he's on every Monday at 5 p.m. We also have Simbo, the Simeon Henderson Show. He's on every Thursday at 7 o'clock. He's appeared in several movies, and he has an amazing show. So these are some of the shows. Oh, we also have Anthony Gant, and I think he's on Sundays, but he's come on twice a week, and he's written several books, and he's teaching you how to build a business, your mindset. You just have to check it out. He's a phenomenal individual. So those are some of the shows that stand out in my mind, right? So Katie Lowe, I call her Boss Lady Katie Lowe. She has an amazing show coming on today at 4:45, Rhythm Flow Radio. So make sure you tune in, get you something to drink, get you a snack, and tune in. You know, I like her theme music. I be up stepping and dancing right here in my house. And so her show is today. Don't forget Wanda B on Sundays at 2 o'clock. Rhythm Flow, He Said, She Said on Sundays at 2. If you have a relationship question or a topic you want to talk about, inbox Wanda B. She's also the host of Media Chicks. She has a group called Media Chicks. You can inbox her on there as well. And here's my boss lady, Katie Lowe. She says, good morning. Good morning, boss lady, Katie Lowe. Good morning. So the other things is collaboration. Find someone you can partner with, right? When you find someone that you can partner with, it's like it's a win-win for both. A lot of individuals don't like to partner. When you're new, you need to be able to partner with individuals who are already vets. You want to work with them, collaborate. If there's a grant and that person has been in business for 10 plus years or 5 plus years in good standing, they'll probably get the grant if it's written correctly. If you're just starting out, you've been in business 6 months or a year, and you think you're gonna get $1 million, it may or may not happen. But if you partner or collaborate with another organization, then that enhances your chances on getting that grant and also getting your information out to the masses, right? So collaboration is very important. You can use coupons, you can use flyers, you can do website links, you promote them and they promote you. You can use your social media platforms, you know, whatever works for you, but collaboration is key to being successful, period. Number 4, network. I'm such a fan of networking. I wanted to host, which I thought we would have a better 2020, but we're live, so that's a good thing. But I wanted to do a speed networking, which I think is huge. I think networking is the best way to face each other, say hello, how you doing, what you doing, shake hands, pass out your information, see how you all can work together. And then it's instant gratification. A strong network will create your net worth. So remember that. Your network should be creating your net worth, right? Number 5, give a speech. A lot of people don't like public speaking. I love to speak. I get so excited sometimes I talk too fast and I have to slow myself down and pace myself. So I work on that every single day. I work on being better and getting better. Organizations always looking for people to speak, give presentations, be a motivational speaker. It don't have to be a long, drawn out speech, but maybe you can be a motivational individual who can speak. You can talk about your product, service, or brand and why it's a good product and why that individual needs that product, right? So study your craft and be an expert in your craft. Number 6, create a buzz. When I started D-Flat Tummy Water, I had to create a buzz. It was the best, it is the best weight loss detox water on the planet. Why? Because I lost weight. Really, yes, I went from 13, 14 down to a 7, 8 and maintained it. I even have some 5, 6s in my closet. So I was the walking billboard for D-Flat Tummy Water. Product alert, I have a new product that's coming out in January 2021, so stay tuned for that. Create a buzz about your product. If you have a shirt line, if you make t-shirts with favorite quotes on it, if you braid hair, if you do fancy nails and designs, if you are a business owner, if you are a fashionista, whatever it is, right? You can accomplish whatever you want by creating a buzz. You can also subscribe to different websites or different blogs about creating a buzz for your product, service, or brand. Radio, you can be a guest on someone's radio platform like myself or Boss Lady Katie Lowe, Rhythm Flow Radio, or Wanda B, He Said, She Said, or Roman Morrow on the Drive at 5. Or you might even want to start your own radio show. You can call Intellectual Radio at 708-223. What's Intellectual Radio number? 708-223. Oh, Lord. I know that I should know that number by heart as much as I call that number. Intellectual Radio. What is Intellectual Radio's number? Now, I know it's right here in front of me. What is Intellectual Radio's number? 708-223. Oh, my goodness. 708-223. Y'all help me out. What is Intellectual Radio's number? I'm not going to look on the wall. What is Intellectual Radio's number? 8953. I just want to see if you guys were paying attention. Number 7, ask for referrals. Don't be shy about asking another customer for referrals, right? Because you might know somebody that may need a service. Katie Lowe, she promotes up and coming artists, people that do plays and shows. So if someone comes to me and they want to be a guest, I say, oh, I got the perfect platform for you. Give Boss Lady Katie Lowe a call. She's the host of Rhythm Flow Radio. You want to talk about politics or politicking? Give Roman on the Drive at 5 a call for a referral. If you got a problem with a relationship and you need your relationship, he said, she said, then you want to give Wanda B a call, right? So we have something for everything. If you health and wellness, you want to get caught in the net, you can call Annette. She's on Wednesdays, I think at 1, every Wednesday at 1. So get caught in a net, and she's on every Wednesday at 1. So referrals, if you aren't asking for them, then you're missing. The phrase, ask not, have not. So if you need a referral makes it easier for you to get into the door with new customers and repeat customers and clients. Number 8, you want to build relationships. It's a lot less expensive to keep a customer than to constantly get new ones. Of course, we want new customers, but it's nice to have repeat customers, build relationships. Find out when your customer's birthday is. If they got a birthday coming up, ask your customer, when is your birthday? When is your anniversary? If they have 1 or 2 kids, when are their birthdays? And just send them a little happy birthday or happy anniversary or happy birthday. Thank you, Katie Lowe. She said, D-Flat Tummy Water, change your water, change your life. Yes, D-Flat Tummy Water. We have a promo that's going to be starting on the 16th, which is Monday, and it's going to be for 7 days. So stay tuned for that announcement. D-Flat Tummy Water has a special promo coming up this Monday. So stay tuned for that. Intellectual Radio, if you would like to Start your own show, be a guest on someone's show. Call Intellectual Radio at 708-223-8953. I was testing the radio host and see if they knew, because it's right here on the board. 708-223-8953. Thank you, Boss Lady Katie Lowe, host of Rhythm Flow Radio, coming up today at 4:45 p.m. So communication, building relationships, knowing what your customers and clients' needs and wants are. Maybe they coming to you for a service, but then you may mention that you have something else coming up, and then they might say, let me know. And then they're a dual customer. So now they're getting what they originally came to you for. And now you have a new product alert, and now they want to be in line to get the product alert. Number 9, offer coupons. I'm a big fan of coupons. They're a great way for business to attract new customers. When people see that you want to give them something, even if it's just 10% off, you can offer them 10% off of a product, service, a brand, a new customer. If they refer a customer to you, 10% off. If they refer 2 customers to you, 20% off. If they refer 3 customers and you service them, their next order will be 30% off. I did that and it works tremendously, right? People like to know how you make them feel appreciated. So please use coupons. I do D-Flat Tommy Water. We always have a promo going on at least once or twice a month. There's a promo. You can visit my website at dflattommywater.com. Promos will be there Sunday and they will go to the following Sunday. So please take advantage. You know, a lot of people are sheltered in place. We're at home working all day, not getting out like we used to. You have to get up. You got to exercise. You got to move your body. You got to do some exercise to get your hula hoop out, jump some rope, whatever you need to do. Walk up and down your basement steps, walk up and down your driveway, walk through your house, right? You could just walk through your house several times a day. That's moving your body so that the food is not sitting there, whatever you're eating. You have to watch what you eat. I used to think that the older you get, the less you have to do, but trust and believe. The older you get, it requires more of you. But we can do that. We got this, right? We got this. So exercise is very important. If you have not tried D-Flat Tommy Water, I'm telling you, this is the best weight loss detox, all natural water in a bottle. Call 708-998-3799. 708-998-3799. Change your water, change your life, and get your free sample today. If you're in our delivery area, then your sample will be free. We just ask you tip the driver. If you're not in our delivery area and you're outside of Chicago, you can have D-Flat Tommy Water shipped to you, but you will be responsible for the shipping cost. Now, I think we're on number 9. We talked about the coupons. Number 10, which is what I was just trying to do, give it away. If you have a product or service and you have samples, or you want to give people a trial or a sample, don't be afraid to give it to them. People love free and trial and samples. When they hear that, they get excited, right? They'll get a chance to try it before they purchase it. I love that. Do you know how many products me, you, and everybody else have purchased and it didn't do what it said it was going to do, and we couldn't get our money back most of the times? Well, with D-Flat Tommy Water, you can try the water for free. We give you 2 or 3 bottles to try, and then you can let us know if it's for you or not. But I can trust and believe it will be for you, and you will be pleased once you try it, right? So I challenge you that I've given you 10 things you could do to promote your product, service, or brand on a shoestring budget. These are marketing strategies that will help you engage your current clients and customers and potential new clients and customers. It would also help you build relationships, right? It's not always about the money, but a lot of times it's how you market, how you promote, and the time and effort that you put into it above all. So people, even though you think people don't see you, they do see you. Social media, when you're posting on social media, whether it's positive, current events, something to make you laugh, and people don't hit that like button, they watching. So whether they hit the like button or not, they watching. Trust and believe, they watching every time you post something. They're watching. So don't stop. Keep posting, because in this world that we're living in, if you have a product, service, or brand, or you a blogger, or you want to be a fashionista, or you want to be an influencer, or you want your video to go viral, you have to post. Either you're visible or you're invisible. Invisible means you ain't posting, don't nobody know what you're doing. Visible means you're posting. They still don't have to know every move you're making, but you're posting. So it's your page. You can post on your page once a day, twice a day, or 3 times a day, or 5 times a day. It's your page. Do what works for you. It's your product or service or brand. It's your vision. God gave it to you. So you have to do whatever you feel is necessary to get it out, right? Remember, you're either invisible or you're visible. And I would think if you're an entrepreneur or you're thinking about being an entrepreneur, you want to be visible at all times, right? Now, one last thing I do want to share with you guys. It's a quote. You know, I love my quotes. Let me find it. Please share the broadcast. If there was something that you liked today and you thought it was good information, please inbox me and let me know. If you would like to be a guest on Making Waves with Miss Darcy on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 12, please inbox me. I would love to have you. If there's a topic, a hot topic that you would like to have discussed, please let me know. We're going to start a book club, and we're going to give out prizes for a book club. So stay tuned for that. I also have a surprise for you. My anniversary date is coming up in December, and I would love for you all to be virtual guests and participate and join in the topics. So stay tuned for that information. And I'm going to have a special prize for people who get individuals to like my radio page, right? Like my radio page, and you got a prize coming. Invite other individuals to like the page, and you have a prize coming. Oh, stay tuned. You're going to love this. I'm getting it together as we speak. But how to become a better you and me every single day during this pandemic. Wow. Sometimes this pandemic can be over just way too much, right? But we have to keep going. To be a better you every single day. Number 1, become more observant. Notice everything that surrounds you. The world is full of examples, ideas, words, wisdom, mistakes, and experiences. Number 2, collect ideas, thoughts. Let them evaporate in your mind. We talked about the mindset. Capture the moments, the ideas before it's too late. Write them down. Keep them up here. Number 3, read. Read a lot. Listen to motivational speakers and people that you strive to be like or emulate. Reading is probably the best investment that you or me will ever make in our lives. We should devote at least 30 minutes per day to reading. I'm almost there. I'm at 19 minutes. I'm not at 30, but I'm almost there. Getting better at being better every single day. Number 4, analyze your day before you go to bed. Spend 10 minutes without any electronic devices on, without any TV on, and analyze your day. Think about what things you did well, what mistakes you made, and how you can be better the next day. And last but not least, write down your thoughts so that you don't forget them. Good writing skills cultivates discipline. The discipline of thinking, the thoughts that will cease to be random and chaotic, but they will be valuable sooner or later. So write down whatever you're thinking. Sometimes I forget and I say, man, I should have wrote that down. Stop what you're doing and write it down, right? It's important that you don't forget it because you may need it at another given time. So I'm challenging all of you all right now to step out of your comfort zone and be you and be the dopest you can be. Remember, last week I told you if your bank account is in a negative status today and it was in a negative status last year on this day, then that's called insanity. So that means you got to do something different to close out 2020. If your bank account is the same amount that it was last year, then you mediocre. So it's time for you to be better than you were last year at this time. So I'm challenging each and every one of you all, including myself, to step out of your comfort zone, to receive these business blessings, right? We're in a season where we're about to experience a breakthrough after a breakthrough after a breakthrough. Why? Because the pandemic of 2020 that we went through didn't break us. And we are still here today. So we have to show up and show out. It's time to show up and show out, right? So I want to leave you with this. Pray, set goals, make a plan, work hard, succeed, thank God, and stay humble. Repeat that again. You want to pray every day. You want to set goals every day. You want to make a plan every day. You want to work hard every day. You want to be successful every day. You want to thank God every day. You want to stay humble every day. I know we can do that. Me and you, we can get that done, right? We can get that done. So I want to thank you guys for tuning in. Please wear your mask. I don't want to go back to March. I want to move forward into 2021. We never know what the future is going to hold for any of us, but I challenge each and every one of you all, when you leave your house, make sure you have your mask on. I don't have my mask in this room. Make sure you have your mask on, and make sure it's above your nose, not below your nose. It needs to be above your nose, right? The virus is spreading. They're saying we're at 10 million. I'm not claiming that. So I think we can do better, each and every one of us, to figure out a way to combat and control this virus. What are your PPAs for today? What are your PPAs for tomorrow and the rest of this week? PPA or PPMA, product producing money activities. PPMA, product producing money activities. We should have a schedule. We should be generating revenue. If you're an entrepreneur, it's even harder for us in the pandemic, but we can do it because there are people who are becoming millionaires in this pandemic. So if they can do it, guess what? So can we. Period. Period. You feel me? Thank you guys for tuning in. Please share the broadcast. See you guys on Thursday. I will have those gift cards again. Hopefully somebody will win those gift cards they can use for Thanksgiving. In closing, build your own dreams, or someone else will hire you to build theirs. And that could be me or you. Thanks for tuning in. Check out intellectualradio.com. I'm on the wrong side. Product producing activities. Check out intellectualradio.com. They're streaming 24/7. I can guarantee you there's a topic or a conversation that will benefit you, uplift you, give you ideas and strategies to help move your life, your business, your relationship, and your relationship with God. I can guarantee it, period. Thanks for tuning in. That's right, PPA, product producing activities. If you're meeting somebody at a coffee shop, whether it's Starbucks, Sip Savory, my favorite, Dunkin' Donuts, Krispy Kreme, wherever you're meeting them, make sure that if you're meeting them, you all are working to collaborate, to cross promote, or to work on building money, building relationships, strengthening relationships. You're making money. Thank you, thank you, thank you for tuning in. But write that down, PPA. You can do PPA, product producing activities, or you can do PPMA, which is product producing money or finances, activities. We can do this, and we can do it together. So again, thank you guys for tuning in. I hope I have fed your brain today with some nuggets that will benefit you and me, right? So until next time, I'm challenging each and every one of you all. We talk business today. Most people won't have the courage to take a chance on themselves and walk out of their dopeness. But I will, and I know that you have it in you to do the same. Thanks for tuning in. Remember to build your own dreams, or someone else will hire you to build theirs. We're out. Intellectual Radio, intellectualradio.com, intellectualradio.com, an iHeart radio station where we're guaranteed to feed your brain. Bye-bye. Peace out.